So let's talk a bit about the online backup industry and what the opportunity is for selling online backup. Okay, let's talk about the online backup industry. So SOS has been a technology leader in consumer and SMB backup since really 2006. The company was started in 2001 and moved to the United States from Melbourne, Australia in 2006. We currently have approximately 900 value-added reseller partners like yourselves all throughout the world and in excess of 100 man-years in product development. If any of you on the line are current partners, you may have heard about our partner beta group, which is going to be the main provider. You guys that end up being our partners, you're going to be the main provider of our feature requests and determining our engineering roadmap, and you'll be working with our CEO and product manager on that. So our engineering processes are very active and very frequent, and this 100 man-years in product development is probably more like 200 now, and it's probably about 100 weekly. So that's a really exciting part about our offering that we really just launched about 2 weeks ago. So why do we care about it adopting and improving the technology so quickly? We care about it because the online backup industry is just growing at leaps and bounds faster than we really could have imagined. We knew it was a good and growing industry and healthy, but it's just growing like a weed. If you look at the innovation adoption life cycle on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see approximately where online backup is. All products and industries go through this life cycle, and online backup is in the early majority phase. So that means in the bell curve of adoption, there's still a great deal of opportunity available. And this is exemplified in a study by IDC that was done around 2010, in which 16% of companies they surveyed said that they were using online backup today. That's not a lot. They also said 69% of those businesses were evaluating it or planning to use it. That's a huge market opportunity. So if you juxtapose that 69% opportunity against the innovation adoption life cycle that is at the top of the screen here, you can see that there's just a cavernous area that's not being served. And individuals that are interested in buying online backup, and they're interested in buying it from people like you. So what is propelling online backup adoption, and why do we care about it? We care about it because it dictates where we go to market. So one of those things is expansion of internet bandwidth. So you guys probably know that some areas of the world have limitations on how much data can be uploaded, or how much data upload an ISP will even allow a user to use in a day or a week or a month. That's becoming less and less common, but it still does exist. And in areas where it becomes less common, or at least more loose, the opportunity for online backup sales increases. There's been a decrease of hosted storage costs. So for users that are interested in hosting a lot of data, they may have thought it was cost prohibitive for them in the past, but it's truly not. Technical sophistication of the population has improved greatly. 6 years ago, no one knew what online backup was. No one knew what the ubiquitous cloud was. Now people do. So it's much easier to explain online backup to them and sell it to them. There's been a significant increase in size and value of digital data. More businesses and more consumers are creating digital information than ever before, and it truly shows no signs of stopping. So if the biggest opportunity is in small to medium-sized businesses, then what are they looking for, and how can you sell it to them? Well, you can assure that you are offering total business data protection. Don't offer partial business data protection. Don't offer piecemeal business data protection. This is really common. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's very common to buy, for example, Exchange Granular Recovery from one area, or buying bare metal backup from one area, but it is ideal for simplicity in your life as well as in your clients to buy it from one location. It also ensures better security and just easier management. So SMBs are looking to buy total business data protection, which is coverage for workstations, servers, laptops, and mobile devices, all from one individual or company as it may be. I'll pause here quickly to see if there are any questions. If there are any at all, please ask away. Okay, no questions right now. Go ahead and move on. So what is in the SOS 360-degree partner program? You've probably been to our website. You've probably gotten a good summary from your partner specialist if you've talked to him or her before about what is in this program. And it's really a business in a box. We say that and we know that it sounds a bit cheesy, but it's really true. We offer a website template for you in case you don't have a web presence. And if you do have a web presence, but you want to use our account provisioning APIs, you can do that. We offer the flexibility to update content on this website template. You can even update metadata. And we offer integrated billing with various merchant systems. So Authorize.net, PayPal, and then some international guys like eWay and Paygate. We offer integration with them as well so that you can sell your online backup products on your website template or with our partner APIs. And the money will never pass through our hands. It's only yours. So while you're buying from us wholesale, you'll be able to retrieve all of your profit instantly through these merchant system gateways. It's very simple. Of course, you can also sell your online backup product via invoice if you want to too and provision it manually. It's totally up to you. The branding opportunity on this website template is also pretty significant. You can change your logo, you can change your colors, any of that which you like. And you'd be selling our award-winning software, which you get to put your logo on. Best of all, and what really sets us apart from some other partner programs out there, is that there is no hardware purchase required. So you're able to get up and running with just a few $100s, and it's a very simple fee. It's kind of like a cell phone bill, or you can purchase annually, but there is no big giant $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 cost straight out of the gate for you to purchase hardware. We offer weekly live trainings. We also offer post-sales assistance from our business development manager and sales and marketing materials that are completely rebrandable. Here's a quick comparison that shows how the SOS 360-degree partner program really is different from various competitors. The big difference is our website template and online sales capability and integrated billing. There just isn't a whole lot of that out there. So if you're interested in doing passive sales, this is a great program for you. We do have data centers in the UK, US, Canada, Australia, and we recently launched one in South Africa, which is really exciting for us because it's a very quickly growing area of the world. We do offer 12/7 partner support from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time in the United States, and business development assistance. So our business development manager, Mike Zarudny, will help you with things like strategy, marketing, positioning, pricing, anything like that. Any guidance that you need to help yourself sell online backup, he's there to do that for you. So the SOS Online Backup product suite is pretty all-encompassing. It has a great deal of breadth. You will be able to back up system data for operating systems. You'll be able to back up application data. So this is SQL server data, Exchange, and do Exchange granular recovery, as well as SharePoint and Windows servers. And of course, our bread and butter, you'll be able to back up file data, which is documents, images, emails, and we don't limit the file types that you can back up, which is a great feature. We also offer mobile backup. We do have a partner iPhone application, and very soon we will have a partner Android application. So that means that it is not SOS branded. So your customers will be able to use that to log into their account, view, access, stream, share files. It's very, very cool, anything that's been backed up. We have a question from Ricardo. Does SOS offer continuous data protection technology? Yes, we absolutely do. So the system does check and see when there are changes to files and backs up those changes. And there is unlimited versioning as well, which we'll get to. So those two features certainly go hand in hand. We do offer generic branded or partner branded Mac applications. Actually, let me correct myself. I apologize for that. That was a slip-up. We do have a rebranded Mac application now. So previously that was not the case, but now you can put your logo on our Mac backup application and backup files and folders on Macs. And with PCs, of course, our bread and butter is PC backup, and we have that as well. In the future, we're looking to release Cloud Life backup. This has been in the news a great deal lately. As people become more savvy about what the cloud is, they realize that they do need to back up that cloud stuff too. So things that they think are inherently in the cloud, like Facebook or Gmail, they realize aren't totally secure. They're only in one place. They can go away at any given time. Like, I'm horribly ashamed to admit that all of my wedding and honeymoon pictures are on my Facebook account. I'm really glad that I backed it up, because if anything were to ever happen to it, those photos would be gone. Let's talk a bit more about SOS ServerSave, which was the right-hand side of that last diagram. SOS ServerSave is really what we primarily sell to partners. If you come on board, you're probably going to be coming on board to resell this solution, because it's a complete SMB online backup solution. It offers Exchange backup and granular recovery, so you'll be able to take a bare metal image of an Exchange server and perform granular recovery on it. You'll be able to control these backups from one central location and quickly send the bare metal images to the cloud. You'll also use the same system to send your files and folder backups to the cloud, and you'll be able to sell it using your Premier Web Integration package and be able to access the information via your mobile device. And your customers can, of course, too. So SOS ServerSave as a technology really stands out in a few key areas that are probably going to be very important to your customers. One is it uses transactionally consistent bare metal backup technology. How many of you guys have heard of transactionally consistent versus crash consistent bare metal backup? They're very different. Crash consistent means that a bare metal backup image is just going to be taken at any time that the backup software decides it wants to or is scheduled to. Transactionally consistent, on the other hand, means that the backup software is intelligently communicating with the server. And when the server is done doing whatever its transaction is or whatever its movement of data is, only then will the bare metal backup software take a picture. So it will not take a picture when data is in transit. Because if it did, it could completely lose that, and then what good is restoring that image? It's lost a bunch of information. So this is really important for companies that are doing a lot of e-commerce transactions, restaurants, things like that. Mobility. So SOS ServerSave and SOS Online Backups have placed a great deal of emphasis in a single sign-on application so that you can access, stream, browse anywhere you want. Basically anywhere with a web portal or a web-based login, you can do. You can access your information there. And we offer unlimited seats per account. So when you come on board, you may be wondering, or you may have spoken to other companies that are like, oh yeah, you know, you have to pay an additional $5 per license for a desktop user. Not so here. There are no extra strange fees associated with licensing. Okay, any questions? Any questions at all? I'm happy to answer them. No more questions? Okay, no problem. Data centers and infrastructure. This is really, really important to communicate with your customers where your data centers are actually located, because it's a big differentiator. We have data centers within North America, in Los Angeles, Dallas, Houston, and Toronto. We have 11 total global points of presence. And these data centers are all military grade. They're Tier 3 and Tier 4 data centers, which means that all data centers are secured with 24/7 watch, video surveillance, biometric credential requirements, backup generators, and temperature and humidity controls. So they are a whole lot safer than your house or your customer's office. All right, top 3 competitive features of SOS Online Backup. So this goes for all of our products: SOS Online Backup, SOS ServerSave, our mobile applications, all of our products and applications. And we'll talk about who this is ideal for and why it's important. Oh, before I get going, we got a question from Dana. Will these slides be available by email or for download later? Yes, you can get the slides from your partner specialist. And if you don't know who that is, feel free to type it in the chat and let me know, and we'll make sure that you get connected with him or her or get you in contact with someone. And a recording will also be available. Okay, feature number one that you're not going to find many other places and that your customers care greatly about is unlimited file archiving. So this is a dirty little secret about the online backup industry in most applications, is that when you do a backup, you're not actually allowed to keep your backups for as long as you want. So what good is a backup if you're not allowed to keep it forever? Well, I don't think it's much good, and neither does anyone else here at SOS. So we allow you to recover your backups no matter how long ago they took place. So you would use the calendar function, which I've taken a screenshot here on this slide, and you can go back at any point in time to choose a backup from that date and recover it. So this is ideal for clients that are like financial advisors or CPAs or maybe your law firms. These guys typically have the greatest time length requirements for retention of data. And this they'd be very, very happy to hear about. Feature number two, military-grade security. We touched a bit on this when we talked about data centers and infrastructures, but it's important for you and your customers to don't let your customers skimp on security. Don't go with data centers that are located in possibly disaster-prone areas or are cheaper for some reason. We truly go with the absolute best in the business. We give small businesses the same level of data protection as the U.S. military. So you want to sell your customers online backup with 3-tiered encryption. So that means locally, in transit, and at rest in the data center. Not one of the 3 or 2 of the 3, but all 3. Also, password protection, which we call ultra-safe. So this means that a password could be created and then only ever recovered by the individual that created it. And of course, the usage of Tier 3 and Tier 4 military-grade data centers. And we do have an excellent piece on Tier 3 and Tier 4 data centers within our Partner Resource Center. And you can ask your partner specialist to send that to you. Feature number 3 is physical media upload. This is an additional add-on service that we offer. Most of our partners do take advantage of it. This is really helpful for customers that have a large number of gigs that they need to back up initially. We're talking like in excess of 200 or 300 gigabytes. It's ideal for generating additional one-time revenue for you. It's ideal for customers with slow internet connections. Maybe they don't want to get a more expensive or faster internet connection. And for customers who need to do a recovery very quickly. So maybe they have data that they've backed up already, but it hasn't gotten to a data center or it hasn't gotten into the cloud, as it were. PMU can help them do that. Any questions about those top 3 competitive features? Interested in hearing about any more? I'm sure I can come up with some. Okay, let's move on to pricing and revenue opportunity. So this is where the rubber meets the road. Usually there's lots of questions here, so feel free to ask away. Our plans start with what we call ServerSave 5. So this product lets you get 5 server licenses and 1 terabyte of cloud space. So this is the space that you can use to back up your customers' data to. It starts at $3.99 a month. If you purchase an annual subscription or an annual plan, you will get 2 months for free. Talk to your partner specialist about that offer. It's a really good offer. We recommend that you sell each server license, so not the entire package, but just each server license for $129 per month. So if you were doing that on the ServerSave 5 plan, you would be making $49 per server license per month. So that's a total recurring revenue of $246. You can also create additional opportunities for yourself by doing total disaster recovery plans, doing portioning out this cloud space and server licenses differently. You don't have to use your entire terabyte on the 5 server licenses or 5 servers that you would back up. Likewise, you don't have to use the server licenses on any specific type of server. Anything Windows-based will do. And we will not charge you differently based on the type of server it is. It can be anything. Our monthly price, again, is $3.99, and of course this goes up, though not that significantly, as you go up to ServerSave 25, which would come with 25 server licenses and 4 terabytes of data. So of course the price per server license goes down, but you would be able to sell the same suggested retail price. So take a look at the margin per server license line. You see it goes all the way up to $93 if you're buying ServerSave 25. So there's a huge amount of opportunity for you there to increase your revenue per server and your monthly recurring revenue. Any questions about pricing? Richard asked, how much is an additional server license after, say, buying the ServerSave 5 program, or do you have to go to the ServerSave 10 program? Great question, Richard. You can buy an additional single server. If you're already into the ServerSave 5 program, since that is the entry point, you could buy an additional 1 or 2. You don't have to skip immediately to ServerSave 10. And I frankly am very embarrassed to say that I don't recall what the individual price on that is. I think it's between $80 and $100. But do talk to your partner specialist about that, and talk about the entire package with them when you talk to them. They'll be able to customize something for you. Dana asked, did you say that the server needs to be Windows server, or can it be a Mac OS X server? It does have to be a Windows server. Sorry, I can't have a different answer for you. Are there any other questions about pricing here? And again, we would usually end with a live demo, but unfortunately, Derek is not well today, so we won't be able to do that. But your partner specialist can do that for you. And there are also loads of videos on our website of webinars just like this in which we did have the live demo, so you'd be able to see that. Harry would like a partner specialist to contact him. Awesome, no problem. We could do that for you. If there are no more questions, I'll go ahead and sign off, but I'm here to help you answer anything about business, pricing, features, etc. Okay. Oh, got a question from Ricardo. I noticed when I go on the SOS site that SOS sells the storage for cheaper per gigabyte than I am purchasing it from SOS. Can you please explain the value add that the customer would get by buying from me rather than directly from SOS? There are large numbers of value adds that they would get from you. SOS, for example, is never going to go out to their place of business or their home and perform any IT services for them. We're not going to go install the product for them. We could walk them through it on chat, but frankly, our home customers do not get phone support. So they're getting a great deal of additional support from you. You can also bundle in other IT consulting services. You can also separate the gigs and the server licenses if you are buying a ServerSave product. And you can make a lot more money by doing that. Because we sell it to you wholesale, you're allowed to portion it however you want. Of course, on our website, it's already in certain portions, and the users don't get to choose that. So hopefully that kind of answers your question. It's really about taking the leap from selling online backup as a commodity, which is what we do on our website, to selling it as a managed service. You offer a personal touch that we just don't or can't. And that's hugely valuable, especially to customers that are concerned about their IT security. You're there to be a valuable part of their business and help them really believe that they're secure, because they are. But a personal touch always helps with that. Hopefully that helped you. Harry asks, when you back up your data, is it replicated across all of your data centers? No, it's not, but that can be requested. So we just call it geographic redundancy. And you can select certain data centers for that. You can also select all of them, but do talk to your partner specialist about that option. And yes, Harry, sorry, yes, we will have a partner specialist contact you. Okay, I'll hang out for 30 seconds or so more for any other questions you guys might have. Okay, I think that will wrap it up for the day. Thank you all so much for your attention and your questions. And we will have partner specialists contact those of you who aren't sure who their partner specialists are. Thank you very much.